Everything that exists should not exist, not in a philosophical sense, in a precise, mathematical, physically testable sense. The universe that produced you, the planet you are standing on, every atom in your body, every star in every galaxy, none of it should be here. The equations of physics, applied carefully to the conditions of the Big Bang, predict with certainty that everything material should have been erased within the first second of creation. Here is why. When matter is created, antimatter is created with it. This is not a theory or an assumption. It is one of the most thoroughly confirmed facts in all of physics. Every particle has a corresponding antiparticle. An electron has a positron. A proton has an antiproton. A quark has an antiquark. When matter and antimatter meet, they annihilate each other completely, converting entirely into pure energy and leaving nothing material behind whatsoever. The Big Bang created both, in equal amounts. And equal amounts of matter and antimatter, meeting and colliding in the dense, violent chaos of the early universe, should have destroyed each other entirely. The result should have been a universe of pure radiation. No matter, no atoms, no molecules, no structure of any kind, just energy and light expanding forever through a perfectly empty space. Instead, here we are. Something broke the symmetry. Somewhere in the first fractions of a second after the Big Bang, matter won by a hair, not by much. For every billion pairs of matter and antimatter particles that annihilated each other, there was one single extra particle of matter left over, 1 in a billion. That tiny, inexplicable imbalance is everything. Every galaxy, every star, every planet, every living thing is made entirely from the leftover residue of an almost perfect cancellation. You are the rounding error that survived. In 2026, experiments at CERN completed the most precise measurements of antimatter properties ever achieved. The goal was to find a difference, some subtle, measurable variation between how matter and antimatter behave that could explain why matter survived and antimatter did not. The measurements reached a level of precision previously thought impossible, and the result was the same as every previous attempt. No difference found. Antimatter, as far as any instrument ever built can determine, behaves exactly like matter in every measurable way. The symmetry that should have destroyed everything remains intact in our equations. And the asymmetry that saved everything, the 1 in a billion excess that produced every star and planet and atom in existence, has no explanation anywhere in our physics. We do not know why we exist, not in the sense that the question is difficult, in the sense that our most complete and successful theory of physical reality explicitly predicts that we should not be here, and contains no mechanism that explains why we are. The universe is not just strange. It is, by its own rules, impossible. And yet, here it is.